Man, here goes a beautiful SL550 that got delivered here from Virginia Beach, Virginia. And this has quite the unique interior. Now, I'm doing a coilover conversion on this one, by the way, and that's why it got shipped here to Cincinnati, Ohio. But I really want to acknowledge how beautiful this car is. It really stands out. It is a beautiful, beautiful car. Beautiful car. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I've had a CL with a similar interior. This is a little bit lighter. It was like a mocha, is what they called it. I don't know what they call this one though. This is just a little bit lighter. A little darker than the basketball color interior, but lighter than the mocha, the brown. So this is nice, like a milk chocolate. I like it. This is very nice, very nice. How many miles is on this? Oh, has a check engine light. And let's check out the mileage. Okay, 115. All right, all right. Very nice car, very nice car. Okay, and I just found out that this is the 50th edition. I have to do some research to see what that means. But that is a contributing factor to why this car is so unique. 50th edition, what does that mean? This is a 2007 50th edition. 1957, does that mean anything? I have to look into it. All right, but yeah, this is a very, 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 very nice car. And I am moving it so that I can move some stuff around. I'm finishing up on the one that's in the garage. The, little slippage there coming off. Okay. All right. Now, I didn't get a chance to really drive this to see how it feels on its current ABC setup, but let's find out. I'm not going to drive it far. I'm just moving it. I have to ask the customer if he knows why his check engine light is on. Yeah, a lot of people brag on ABC. It is cool when it works, but you know, even over time, like ABC can still be functional, but can feel unstable. Worn suspension, worn out suspension parts. ABC that's not, it could be like worn struts. Sometimes the struts themselves can feel unstable, even though they hold pressure. It's just wear and tear. There's a little bit of rattling going on behind me on ABC. So once the coilovers are in place, I'll know what's new and what's not. Ooh, Humpty Dumpty. All right, I shouldn't have said that, my bad. All right. All right, I'll park it up here for now as I move some things around. Yeah, but this is beautiful, man. Very, 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 very nice. I love it. Did I mention that I had one for sale? A 2008. Only has 60,000 miles on it. The dark blue with the black interior. Just thought I'd mention that again. All right. Very, very nice car. Very nice. All right. So, oh God, you see this right here? See how it's dipping low? Yep, this strut right here is shot. It still rises up, or raises up. Did I say rises up? It still raises up, but it doesn't hold steady when you turn the car off. It sinks back down. So that's going to make that pump work harder than it needs to, and it's eventually going to start having some issues itself. So you want to fix that, replace that strut before it causes other issues. All right, I'm about to go ahead and start on this one. This is the updated 07 through 11 style. So it has the different motor in it. And it's reliable. It's a good motor. Has a little bit more horsepower than the M113. Don't want to say it wrong, but I think it's an M275, I think. But this is a nice one. It's a little bit more complicated to remove the ABC pump. It's not as easily accessible. You still start off doing the same thing by removing this and this right here, the ABC reservoir. You're going to keep this, but you're going to pull all this stuff out, move it out the way. I keep this one attached with the return line to it, and I move it right here. But the line that feeds the ABC pump comes off. There's more stuff involved in here in front that I have to remove. There's less space. This is a bigger engine, takes up a little bit more space in the front. It's more obvious. So this takes some strategic planning. The hose, the feed line, or the return, no, let me see. I guess the feed line in the ABC reservoir that feeds into the ABC pump, that larger hose you're going to use for your power steering feed line. You're going to remove it from this reservoir and you're going to attach it to this. The one that is currently attached to this is not long enough for the new pump that I'm going to install. All right, so I'll show that once I get into it. But yep, about to go ahead and get started on this. First thing I always do is the pump. Then I start removing all the stuff in the front and the valve blocks, and then the lines, and then start to install the ABC. Well, I remove the ABC struts and install the coilover. So that's the process, and I'm about to start. Well, the car is done. I didn't record any of the process. I really focused on getting the car done. So from beginning to end, the car is complete. The car is beautiful. The car rides beautiful. I took it late last night to go get the ABC coated out at my guy's shop who does that for me. I have to pay him for that. So now ABC will not come up when you turn on the car. You don't believe me? Well, let's just see. Still got to clean the car up, wipe her down, and get it ready to get picked up. It's getting picked up in 2 days, but I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be at the firehouse, and so I want to make sure it was done before I leave. As you see here, the car just started up. No ABC light. Service needs to be done, oil change, filters, things of that nature. If it wasn't done already, when it's done, it just has to be reset. Now, let's take this bad boy for a ride. See how she feels. I drove it yesterday, and I had it at 17 in the back, 21 in the front. And I went on ahead and reset. No, I'm sorry. It was a little bit different than I wanted to be in the rear. The customer, I reached out to her, and she said she wanted a little soft, but firm where it needed to be, but more on the comfort side. So I went down to 16 in the back. So 21 in the front, 16 in the back, and it felt good yesterday when driving it. Let me adjust this mirror real quick. I'm used to ride with blind spot mirrors. There is some rattle when I hit a big bump or something. I hear it back here, like behind me back here. I'm not sure what it is. It's like back here somewhere. Some rattle. I actually heard it, I think, when I went for a test drive when it had ABC. So I'm not really sure what that is, but it's something back there that's making some noise when you hit a bump. It needs to be secure. I feel like these 7 speeds start off a little bit quicker than the 5 speed. They get up to speed a little bit faster. less lag. Ooh, look at that motorcycle. Ooh, almost laid it down, look like. All right. Car feels good. Very comfortable. Just gotta quiet down whatever's right behind me. There's something directly behind me. Also, when I was taking the front wheels off, I noticed that the passenger front tire has low tread and it's unevenly worn. I mean, I recommend that getting just a fresh set of front tires. That's going to have an impact on the way it handles, the way it steers. It still drives straight, but it would drive even better if it had fresh tires in the front. Let's take a look, do a little walk around. Right. That's good. Here goes the tire tread on the driver's side front. Let's take a look at the tire tread passenger front. See how uneven that is, how low it is. So that's going to cause some issues regarding just a little bit of handling characteristics, and it might not pull unless the overall height of the tire is different from that one. The steering wheel might have a tendency to pull to the right a little bit because it is a little bit lower. But safety-wise, you want to, even though this is rear-wheel drive and it's more imperative that the rear has good traction than the front. The front is important when it comes to stability and handling characteristics. The rear is okay, good tread. So you gotta get that one tire, if nothing else, get that one tire replaced. I don't know why this tire is so worn down like that. So that has to be given some attention to. But even with that bad tire, the car still drives great. Man, I love this interior. So what is it back here that's making all that noise? I don't know. Oh, there's something back there. When I hit a bump, you can definitely hear it. So something back there needs to get tightened up. Yeah, the 7-speed goes into the second gear much faster than the 5-speed. There's more delay or lag in between the shift points, which is cool for quicker acceleration, getting you up to speed a little bit faster. Speaking of 7-speed, I still have that 2008 SL550 for sale. It's blue with black interior, 60,000 miles on it. That has a 7-speed transmission. That still has the original suspension. That car is for sale for somebody who wants an original car that hasn't been modified or tampered with. Yeah, this car feels good, man. 16 in the rear, 21 in the front is a good feel. Brakes are a little soft. It took a little bit more to slow down. Had to press a little bit harder, but the car overall feels great. I wanted to help the owner to find a new grill, but I wasn't able to find one and get it here soon enough. So unfortunately, that's something I have to leave the owner on his own to resolve. The grill from 02 through 06 only fits those models. The 07 through I think 11 or 13 or something like that is a different grill. The fitment is different, I guess, from what I understand. So just can't throw any grill on here. It seems like you can, like the front end looks the same, but I know the bumper's different, so I guess maybe that grill is different too. Yeah, but it's a good looking car, man. It really does feel good. So did I do anything different with this coilover conversion than I normally do? Other than record the process? No. Not record the process, I guess. Again, I just wanted to get the job done. I didn't want to spend a lot of time making a video explaining a lot of things that I already explained, but just wanted pretty much to show you that another coilover job is done, and it turned out well. Drives good. Just to debunk some of the fairy tales and rumors and lies about doing a coilover conversion, how it causes your SL to drive worse and not handle well and turn a Mercedes SL into a Honda. You know, it's all just disrespectful, ignorant, conversation. I've tried not to even really entertain that type of stuff, but sometimes you do have to address those topics for those customers who are sincere and really want to know what it's like to drive a converted SL. Well, here you go. This is what it's like. So it's getting picked up in 2 days, and it's ready to go back to the customer, go back to Virginia Beach, Virginia. All right, finally the day is here. This car is finally getting picked up and going back home to Virginia. Man, it's been several days waiting for this transport company to pick this up. Now, for those of you who get your car shipped here, it seems to get here quick, but sometimes it's a little bit harder to get it out of here. Just because transportation, their routes change, prices have changed due to the recent war in the Middle East. Gas prices have jumped up, and so drivers are requiring more money. So something to consider when picking up these jobs. Make sure that the price that we give the customer is right. You see, when I say we, I have a broker that I go through to get these cars picked up and delivered both ways. And so when I bid on a price for the customer, trying to get the best deal for the customer, sometimes when it's time to actually do the job, some of these drivers, they get a little finicky about the cost. But I promised the customer a price, and that's what I want to stick to. I don't come back and ask the customer to send more money. If necessary, I'll take the hit. I just want to make sure that the customer gets the car back, and that was the case with this one. I had to actually come out of pocket a little bit more money to make sure that the customer gets their car back. All right, here it is. All right, I'll do a quick walk around, make sure everything is good. Car is loaded and just about ready to go. I think the customer will be happy. Yeah, he'll be happy. What do you think? Thanks for watching. So, you know, doing these coilover conversions, getting these cars shipped in and shipped back out, it's all a part of being Gold Element Autoworks. See, it's all about the customer at the end of the day. The customer is sick and tired of compromised suspension on their beloved Mercedes. And so I offer a permanent solution. They have their car shipped to me. I do the work and I ship them back out. Just like that. And I go back to my home and I get back to work because there's more cars coming in. Business never stops. I love it. I love it. I love it.